topic, Ayurvedic sound resonances. Uh, I would like to introduce myself first. Uh, I am doctor of Ayurveda, and in my family, we are practicing Ayurvedic medicine from last 4 generations. So my great grandfather started first Ayurveda college, hospital, as well as a first Ayurvedic pharmacy in my city. So we have been using specific herbal signatures, herbal drugs in my family, and we make it ourselves. We manufacture it ourselves. I also learned acupuncture, and now I teach acupuncture in a TCM acupuncture college as an associate professor. And this concept of sound resonances came from acupuncture actually. When I learned uh, this electrical stimulation to acupuncture, electroacupuncture, I learned that there are some frequencies that help the body to heal better. And I started digging in for the frequency therapy, and we found there are several frequency healing methods which are used. There are sound healings, there are magnetic healings, there are electrical frequency healings, there are ultrasound healings like we saw one lecture yesterday for tumors. There are lasers, there are lights, there are colors. So these are all electromagnetic spectrums which use the frequency therapy. So I developed a method of frequency therapy using many school of thoughts. That is one of the powerhouse of the sound harmony. Sound Harmony is a website as well as Android app where we have healings on many body tissues, healings on many body symptoms, healings uh, of many herbal signatures. So now coming back to herbal signatures, imagine imagine if an Ayurvedic herb or any other herb carries a unique electromagnetic signature. In our school days, we learn that everything in the universe vibrates at a particular rate, right? So, what if we can identify and capture that vibratory rate and we can store it on your hard drive? So, this is the concept that every herb has a unique composition and that vibrates at very molecular level at a unique vibratory rate, and every herb has a different vibratory rate than others. And if we can capture that vibrations and if we can produce it in the form of sounds, can we help to heal people? That was the question. When I first learned about it, when I saw this, I thought it is absurd. How it can happen. But when I started digging deeper, understanding the science, reading research papers, I understood that it is actually a science, and people are practicing it or using it, and they have done a lot of research. So, is it possible scientifically? Science says yes. Has it been proven? There are 2 people who have done. One of them is a Nobel winner scientist. His work will follow. And what if, imagine if this happens, what can be done? Then we can scale it to many people because everyone has a device called a smartphone which emits the sounds, right? So if you have a smartphone, you already have a device that is capable of emitting the sounds, and if the sound signatures are good, they can help your body heal. Okay, I'll just go to the research data. I will not explain it more. I will share the PowerPoint presentation if you want in the group so that you can go to the details. But the concept started in 1970s by a researcher called Jacques Benveniste. I think he was French. And he proposed that we can capture a signature of a particular uh, IgE antibody. Then he captured many other signatures, and then he sent these signatures through a floppy disk. That time there were floppy disk and CD drives, and that was copied there, and then it was emitted, and it helped uh, some pig's heart, and it was recorded. Then the Nature journal took uh, They published his paper. Then there was a lot of is it true, is it false, many things happened. He was he was not uh, he did not get that fame, but the second scientist called as Luc Montagnier, he got Nobel Prize for his work in AIDS healing. He did the same experiment again in four different labs in four different continents of the world, and they proved that this concept is uh, valid, and at least we should try it. So I'll just explain in short what is done. We take a herb, we dilute it, and with a proprietary device, we capture an audio signature out of that herb, and we store it in the audio form. This audio form is not the herb. I always tell when I teach this that this is not same as the herb, but it emits or it vibrates similar to it. So as a doctor, it is my job to check the whether what we say is rational or not. So first, I did not believe this concept, but when I got the chance, I said, let's try it out. So we tried, and I captured signatures of Ayurvedic herbs which I use daily in my practice, in my clinical practice. And then for some people, instead of that particular herb or that particular combination, I said to the patient that I'm not giving you that combination. Instead, I'll give you a sound. You use it in two forms. You listen to it and you charge your water with it. And let me know how do you feel. I have got a bonus. I always say that because of my father, grandfather, great grandfather, there are people who come to us for generations. That person is coming. His father was coming to my father. His grandfather was coming to my grandfather, kind of thing. So they trust me. So when I said, "Kid, try this out as a sound, and if you are not okay, then come again to me. I'll give you the actual medicine." They tried, and I had a pretty good feedbacks. So then I started wondering that if this is the thing, then can we scale it? Can we use it? Can we add it up to our existing therapy? So I always think that this cannot be a replacement to any therapy, any method, but it can be a good addition to what we are already doing, what our expertise is. So in last 7 8 years, we have built a library of healings according to healer specific angle. So we have a large healing library of specific frequency sound healings. We can use them as PEMF healings also. So the frequency healings are there are frequencies for different tissues of the body. There are frequencies for different body conditions or body symptoms. There are frequencies for wellness of a particular tissue. So tissue wellness frequency healings. So we combine around five different types of frequency schools and create a frequency healings. These frequency healings are in the form of sound, PEMF. PEMF is a pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. And third is charged water. So structured water also, I did not know much about it when I graduated as an Ayurvedic graduate. Then I learned about it, and I'm working now with a Bulgarian non-profit institution. We hold a patent on structured water, and uh, that water charged with different signatures and their effects. And the institution have been working in agriculture a lot, and they have been using digital form of pesticides and herbicides, and they charge water with just digital signatures, not the actual pesticide, and they spray it on the field, and they get good results. They don't need toxic pesticides actually, and they have submitted their research report to Bulgarian government. So the structured water is very powerful. When you charge your water, it holds the information. So we use three pillars. One is sound, one is charged water or charged oils or charged creams, and third is magnetic fields. The magnetic fields are in the form of PEMF. The PEMF is also a story is interesting. When I learned about the PEMF, I really liked because there are literally thousands of clinical studies. But the problem was I live in India, and when you convert euro into rupees or dollars into rupees, the device suddenly becomes too costly. So I developed my own device. I developed my own magnetic emitters. And in that process, we found out that I don't need a hardware. My smartphone is my hardware. I just connect the magnetic emitters to my smartphone and they emit magnetic pulses, which are very similar to the magnetic field of the earth. So they are very low and gentle and calm pulses, and they help the body heal around 10 times faster than actually the sound healing. So these three are the basic modes of healing which we can try uh, through the sound harmony system. I would like just to go to Sound Harmony. It is a website as well as Android app. So soundharmony.in is the healing system, and we have healings categorized in different body structures as well as in different one minute. So the healings are categorized in different body zones as well as according to the healer's expertise. So if you see, there are healings for bones and muscles. So different healings for different muscular parts, bony parts. I would proudly say that we have frequency healings for specific muscles. So if someone says my deltoid is stiff, we can use the deltoid healing and the deltoid relaxes and the pain goes down like this. So neurological nerve issues like Dr. Kimberly yesterday had a very nice presentation and she talked about neuropathy. We can directly address the nerves and reduce the sensitivity through the magnetic fields very easily. So it also works for sports healings, injury healings. Ayurveda is always great for gut healings and digestion. So we have frequency as well as herbal signature healings for digestion, rectum, lungs and breathing, immunity. So we have categorized it. And for example, I'll show you. There are herbal signatures which can be used through your smartphone only or through, for example, Shatavari. Everyone knows Shatavari or Ashwagandha. These are the super supplements, right? So these can be used through your smartphone. You just have to open this on the smartphone. And here you can select the mode. Do you want to use it as sound healing or you want to connect it as to the magnetic emitters? I'll show the magnetic emitters later. But if you can see my video, this is a smartphone. And at the audio jack, we connect our magnetic emitters and they convert the sound into magnetic fields. And then you get the gentle magnetic healing of the particular healing topic. So we select it. And thirdly, we can charge the water. Is my screen audio visible?
Yes, yes.
Oh, fantastic. Then I'll show you very easy. You can have any kind of speaker, any good speaker, and you can have a glass of water. You keep the speaker over the glass of water, connect the speaker with Bluetooth to your favorite healing, and play the healing to the water. Just stir the water before you start and play the entire healing to the water. After that, you take a sip, and you will realize if you take a sip of normal glass versus the charged water, you will feel that this water is sweeter to taste, more palatable, and over the period of time, like if you start consuming in next 2 3 weeks, you feel very good results. So this is the weakest form of healing because water goes to every cell and then every cell will respond. Sound healing, like play through the smartphone, any healing you want, play through your smartphone and keep the smartphone in the pocket and let the healing play. Or you can connect your smartphone to the speaker and play through the speaker and keep the speaker on your body or in the pocket. and let the healing play. This helps the sound healing. Sound healing works through chakras and aura body. That is my observation, because we play these healings at 10 to 20% volume only. That means at 20% you cannot hear these volumes. So your speaker or your smartphone, which is in the pocket, plays the healing. It emits very low sounds, and your body, chakra body or the aura body, responds to it. It is not necessary to hear the sounds, because they are frequency sounds. They are not very, it is not a good ambient music. So we play the healings at very low volume and let the healing play. And generally, a week or two, we suggest that any healing you want to try, you can try it out. And there are hundreds of homeopathic healing library. I have a colleague who has been working on it, and she has a PhD on effects of CBD in pain versus effect of CBD sound in pain. And she found that more than 80% results through CBD sounds only sounds, no actual CBD. So in that way, let me go back to this. Okay. So we can use the healings as sound, or to charge the water, or through the magnetic emitters, and they will help your healing expertise. If you are a naturopath, if you are an osteopath, if you are a TCM acupuncturist, if you are a physiotherapist, if you are a yoga therapist. Now whenever I take small uh, workshops on these, people say, does the sound really help? So I say yes. Don't just follow me. There are many research databases where the sound heals. So you'll find many. I have collected a few, that sound effects on the body. So how sound affects the body? Right. So we take a glass of water, and then we keep the speaker over it, or we can charge the water with the magnetic emitters by putting both the circles around a 1 liter glass bottle, and we charge it with either sound fields or the magnetic fields, and the water really tastes better. These are the magnetic emitters. They connect to your smartphone, and the efficacy increases by 10 times, because the magnetic fields penetrate your body deeper. PEMF increases your ATP by around 4 to 500%. That is what the research says. And the pulse electromagnetic fields, if you search the keyword, you'll get literally hundreds, maybe thousands of research papers. Only thing is, whatever the commercial PEMFs available, they have very limited programs. With When you connect it to sound harmony, you get hundreds of programs according to your choice. And for herbal signatures, which is topic for today, there are herbal signatures that you can try. I have given the links here also. I'll share the PPT if you want. Ashwagandha, Shatavari. Sitopaladi is a very popular combination in India for cough and colds. Brahmi is a brain tonic. Triphala is a gut cleansing agent. So this helps. And when I started these methods, I tried it on patients, and they responded. And there are a few videos. I would like to show one or two videos. This is Dr. Laghate. She is a doctor herself, and she had a very high sugar levels, like 500, 600, and she finally had to shift to insulin. But she had a severe urticaria, and no medicine was helping. So I sent her sound healings for urticaria through herbal signatures as well as frequency signatures. Can you hear this?
No, no.
No, we don't hear the volume.
I think you have to
No,
share the
no.
audio sound also in the
Oh,
Zoom
one
setting.
minute. In the Zoom setting, I'm so sorry. I'm not very.
Really low.
Where do I share? Okay. Microphone, audio options. Okay. Okay. I don't know. One minute. One minute.
For my chronic
This meeting
urticaria.
is being
I can say
recorded.
that right from the time I have been taking his healing, it's been almost 3-4 months now. I find a lot of improvement in certain symptoms such as my rashes and my itching has reduced by almost 50%.
Kedar, you've been muted. Please unmute yourself.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. For this patient, actually, what happened is my expertise is pain management, spinal pain, joint problems, gut health. Uh, but my expertise is not skin disorders. I would admit that I am not very good at treating the skin disorders. But this lady got help in the skin problem, urticarias and other things through sounds. So she is a friend also. So it helped my to boost my confidence that this system may work, these methods may work, and then I used it for many people. I helped many healers to incorporate these methods in their healing practices, and I always say that we use these methods along with our expertise and not an substitute. So this was the thing. There are other healings also, but I will share the PPT so that you can go to and see the healings later. So we help Ayurvedic practitioners, homeopaths, acupuncturists, physiotherapists, yoga therapists to incorporate the healing systems in their practice, and they can use it. One good thing that forgot to mention is these healings can be sent to anyone in the world who has a smartphone and internet. So we just need someone to sign up and create a free account in Sound Harmony, and we can send the healings to them and they can test it out. So in Sound Harmony, there is, once we sign up, there is a basic membership bronze, so that people can try these healings and see if they work for it. So we have been trying, and we have been giving these healings to many people, and they got help because of it. I presented these concepts in last December in Colombo. They invited me for the paper presentation on this sound healings and PEMF therapy, and it was appreciated really well. And this is the IC World project of structured water. I work there as a scientist support from India, and so comparison of sound healings. So one healing of PEMF is equal to 10 healings of the smartphone. So if I take 10 sessions from smartphone, whatever the results I get, I generally get from one healing of the PEMF session. So this is a system that might get incorporated by many kinds of healers in their practice, and these methods we are carefully observing, we are learning from it. We just note down the results from people. Whenever we don't get results, we think why it is not getting. And nowadays many experts are joining the team. I have two gynecologists who are willing and working with me for gynecological methods. I have a very renowned and skillful physiotherapist who was HOD of physiotherapy college. He is helping me for physiotherapy healing creations. I have a friend who is expert in Iyengar yoga, who teaches in France and Europe areas. we are, with his help, we are creating some healings which can be incorporated while doing the yoga poses. So for particular yoga pose, particular 5 minutes healing to be done like this. And we are helping the neurological issues with some neurology experts. So this is it. I would like to have questions if you have any, because I would love to discuss with experts, because all of you are expert, and I'm just proposing a system that I think kind of new. Some people will find it weird. So that's it. I would stop it here.